Over the past 5 years, we've helped over 180 plus B2B companies unlock $20 million in combined revenue, including stranded revenue that they couldn't capture due to their operations. We've helped a design company close $100K in their first 7 days with us. Helped a company in the DevOps space close up to $1 million worth of clients in just 3 months, and helped multiple companies across various industries 3x, 7x, and in some cases 10x their business within just a couple months of working with us. And I'm not just talking about their revenue, I'm also talking about their entire business growth. And at the heart of all of this is one single framework that we have followed for all of our cases/clients, which is exactly what I'm going to break down in this video today. So if you're a B2B company and you're ready to scale, get ready. The framework is called Grow, Fix, Build. If you have your MBA, you might recognize this more as the revenue cycle or the revenue steps. You see, the biggest mistake that I see B2B founders making over and over again is applying the wrong solution to the right problem. They're trying to grow a business that needs to be fixed first, or they're trying to fix a business that has nothing left to fix instead of building on their business. And the result is always the same. A lot of effort, a lot of money spent, and the revenue and the growth of the company barely moves. When we start any new engagement with any B2B company, the first thing we do is figure out what part of this cycle that their business is stuck in. Because the grow, fix, build cycle determines everything. The strategy, the system, the hires. Get the cycle wrong and you could do everything right and still get the wrong result. So let me walk you through every revenue cycle step, or as we like to call it, the grow, fix, build framework. The first one I'll start with is grow. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's number one in a cycle, because you could be on anywhere on the cycle. It's a circle, not a line. Grow surprises people a lot, because when most founders think of operations, they don't think about their revenue growing. They think about internal processes, SOPs, organization charts, but grow, or you not growing, is absolutely an operations problem. Here's what growth mode looks like from the inside. Your delivery is solid, your clients are happy, your retention is good, but your pipeline is unpredictable. Some months are really great, other months you wonder when your next client or customer is going to come from. You're relying on referrals, word of mouth, or sporadic outreach when motivation strikes. None of it is systematic, and none of it runs without you. The problem isn't your offer, the problem isn't your team. The problem is there's no engine running in the background, consistently getting you in front of the right people. Most founders or executives in grow mode think they need better marketing. What they actually need is a system that makes the revenue more predictable. There's a difference. A revenue system is a sum of all parts that makes client acquisition consistent and automatic. The right hire and the right client acquisition role, the right CRM that's attached to all of the right automations that help automate the process of getting the lead to the finish line, and also gives you full visibility and where your client acquisition is going wrong, and a lead generation engine that is working whether you are or not. We worked with a marketing consulting group in the DevOps space a while ago. Fantastic company, really strong offer that we helped come up with, but they were getting all of their business from referrals and word of mouth, which was fine until they wanted to grow. So we went in, ran the audit, and figured out what exactly was missing since they were in this growth phase of their cycle. We built their revenue system from the ground up, hired and trained the right people to run outbound, set up their CRM, automated as much of that as we could, set up their messaging to make sure that it was speaking directly to the right people, built follow-up sequences so nothing fell through the cracks. And within 3 months, they closed 6 major clients, over $1 million in new revenue. A new record for them. Same team, same offer, same market, different system. And that's an example of what grow mode looks like. And that's what fixing it produces. The second part of the revenue cycle that I'm going to talk about in the grow, fix, build is fix. Fix mode is the most urgent. And it's often the hardest to see from the outside, because when you're in it, everything feels like it's moving. Here's what fix mode looks on the inside. Every new client makes operations more chaotic, not more manageable. Your team is constantly overwhelmed and you can't tell why, and maybe they can't even tell why. Deadlines are getting missed, or they're being pushed, or they're getting close to being missed. The same fires keep coming back. You've got good people on your team, but nothing is running the way it should. Or maybe you have bad people on your team. That's also cause for fix mode. Fix mode means something in the engine is broken, and the answer is never more clients, because you cannot 2x a broken system. It's also not more marketing, it's also not more hires. The answer is to find out exactly what is broken, your bottleneck, and fix it before you add anything else on top of it. This is usually if we were to have an engagement where we would start a full audit. We talk to the team, review all your tools, look at numbers, map out your processes, and we find out what is blocking your revenue, where the money is leaking, and where the energy is going that isn't producing anything. And then we cut the dead weight and fix what's failing. That part's called execution. We worked with a growth consulting company with 30 employees that came to us and were a few weeks away from shutting down. We went in, ran a full audit, cut the tools and the staff that were costing money without producing enough results. We rebuilt all of their systems, including their sales system, updated their SOPs, redid a bunch of automations, implemented AI, retrained their team, moved people around, rebuilt their project management tool, and created new internal autonomous leaders in their company. Within 60 days, they went from the edge of bankruptcy to actually profitable and stable and possibly scalable. Now is finally possible. That's fix mode. And the only way you can get that kind of result is by fixing the right things, not by adding more on top of what is already broken. The third part of the cycle in our grow, fix, build framework is build. This is my personal favorite. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of people's favorite as well. Build mode is when a business has finally figured out how to get clients and how to deliver for them. And it's very consistent. But sometimes the founder is like the main operating system, or sometimes these companies don't know how to predict what could possibly go wrong. So they haven't started building proactive systems, and instead they currently only have reactive systems. So everything right now is currently running fine, but it only takes a few bad decisions for this to all fall apart. Not building could mean that your competitors are going to outpace you. That could also mean if a key player on your team burns out, that could put you right back into fix mode. Here's what build mode really looks like from the inside. You as the founder or executive could take a vacation, and it's not that you don't want to, and we both know you really want to, but because you know you need to keep your business growing, right? And so to prepare for that growth, you need to build the right systems so you can grow. And you haven't started planning what to build, and you don't even know what's next. Or sometimes it's because something in your business always needs you. So you also can't take a vacation in that case. Your team is good, they know how to do their jobs and they do it well, but they cannot think beyond that. You dream about scalability, but you're not building any of the systems to get that scalability. And a lot of the times internally in build mode, it means that your business can't run without you. What build mode also looks like from the inside is a lot of fear. A lot of fear that if something goes wrong, you go back into fix mode. Are you prepared for that fear? Are you going to react to it and try to band-aid fix it? Or are you going to be proactive about it, build the system so anything that can go wrong will not go wrong? This isn't an infrastructure problem. This is a scalability problem. Do you have that capacity to be able to take on more revenue? Because if you don't, then you have a lot of uncaptured revenue, a lot of people that want to work with you, right? But you can take them on, or something in your heart tells you that if you take on all of them at once, your business will crash and burn. It happens more than you think. Last week, I was talking to a founder that was getting a lot of referral business, a lot of business from their outreach. They were doing a lot of sales calls, but I believe that a part of them didn't really want to close the client, because it's very scary to close all of these clients at once and not be able to fulfill and maintain your reputation for every single one of them, because you don't have that scalability. And so fixing that later is reactive. Building something now that can take on all of that capacity so that way you have room to grow and close as many clients as you want, that is build mode. That means thinking about your goals, thinking about what you want, and writing down and planning the steps backwards to create a step-by-step on how you can get to your goal. Then building processes that actually get used, workflows that actually get executed, and SOPs that actually get watched or read. That means updating your project management tool to be able to accommodate your new plans. That means assigning leaders, communicating with your team that this is the goal for this year, next year, or however long you want to make this a goal for. Everything should be happening if you have the right ops in place without you babysitting this build. And you got to make sure you have reporting systems that tells you what's happening in your business without it needing to be a meeting every single time. A great example of what all of this actually looks like in practice is Blue Fusion. We've been working with them for almost 2 years now. When we came in, the founder, Andreas, love you, Andreas, they have 25 years of experience, fantastic at what they do. Best of the best, I would even say. Scaling age-tech, longevity, and tech ventures. But internally, they didn't have a good project management system in place, didn't have a good CRM in place, and they didn't have an updated onboarding process. No infrastructure to support the growth they were capable of. So of course we embedded with them. They now call me their COO. Love you. Give a better heart. We built their Notion project management system, set up their Slack infrastructure, built out their closed CRM, automated their sales process a little more, created client portals, so every client had one place for everything, automated more of their invoicing, helped them hire and train a new project manager, built systems for them to be onboarded, made a bunch of SOPs for that, came up with a bunch of growth ideas so that way they could actually reach their goal, what offer to use, what messaging to use, how are we talking to these people, how are we connecting with these people, planned out a bunch of content for them to use to get in front of the right ventures that they want to work with. Their goal for this year was to 5x, and so far we have already 3x with them. It's only March. That's what build mode looks like when it's done right. And the best part is they can actually 5x, no problem. They've already built everything that they needed to just keep on growing. So now we're back in growth mode with them. And all of the little conversations that they've been having with these big businesses that want to work with them, they're closing them. They're recapturing that revenue that they couldn't when they didn't have the scalability. That's what build mode looks like when done right. Oh, and the best part is the founder, yes, he can actually go on vacations now and not feel guilty about it. And that's what good operations looks like. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Most B2B founders are applying the wrong solution because they've never named what part of the cycle they're currently in. They're trying to grow when they need a fix. They're trying to fix when they need a build. They're trying to fix when there's nothing else left to fix except to build, so that way they can grow. They're adding clients to a system that can't handle the ones that they currently have. Simplifying revenue cycles to our grow, fix, build framework is exactly how we figure out what phase a company is in and what exactly needs to happen next. And it's the framework behind every result that I've shown you in this video. Now here's what's next. If you're still here, it's because you either know what cycle you're in, but don't know how to fix it or solve your problem, or B, you don't know which part of this cycle your business is currently stuck in, but you do know something is wrong. Either way, we offer a 7-day free trial for founders and executives like you guys, where we'll not only help you clarify what part of the cycle you're in, we'll also help you identify and solve 1 to 2 brutal bottlenecks that are holding your revenue back, and map out a game plan to help you solve it live and in front of you. And then we'll start executing it with you right there and then, completely for free. That's the best part. No credit card, no commitment, no contract. Everything that we build, you get to keep the IP of. Worst case scenario, you leave with a clear picture of what's in the way. Best case, you unlock revenue growth. My name is Brandie Grace Wong, and I'm the founder of Totally Branded. We're an embedded operations team built like co-founders, specializing in scaling your client acquisition, fixing what's broken, and building missing systems in your business. And if you want to check out more of my stuff, my socials are going to be coming down somewhere on the screen right now. Thank you, editor. Peace. See you in the next video.